check for audio. All right, audio check 1, 2, 3. Still sounds like music is a little bit too loud. All right, final mic check 1, 2, 3. All right, final mic check 1, 2, 3. All right, I think we'll go with that. Please, if you're jumping into the live stream at this time, please let me know how the audio is working, if voice is too loud, if game audio is too loud. Welcome. This is Game Pass Library stream number 5. This is Astria Ascending. This game came out this year, and I believe it was last month. This is a game from a team that kind of started with Final Fantasy, and they kind of went off and did their own thing and kind of made their own games, and then kind of jumped into creating a mobile game. I can't remember what that game was called, but eventually it kind of ended up into this. If you'd like to kind of see a history of this game, which I actually watched. I think I need to be doing a little bit of homework because I think it's very interesting to see how some of these games come to be. There's a really good animated, hand-drawn trailer for the game, but the history of Astria, if you go onto YouTube and search for Final Fantasy Union, that's Final Fantasy Union, you'll kind of be able to search for the history of Astria under their account and be able to kind of see kind of how this game came to be. So it is sort of a, how would I describe this game? Would I say like an animated side-scrolling platforming turn-based demigod simulator? That's what we'll call it. Yeah, but it does take a little bit of time. At least it took some time for me. So how these Game Pass library streams work for me is I'll get into the game for at least 1 hour to see if I can get comfortable with the systems, the controls, what the game has to offer. This one took a little bit longer, and I'm still not through everything that I think I could show you. So this is not like a review. This is not a, hey, here's everything. Just my kind of initial take on the game. And this has taken me, as you can see at the top right, roughly 5 hours to get into. And it's not that I didn't like it, it just took me a little bit of time to kind of get used to how some systems worked. And I still don't have it down, so don't think that I'm some master of the game. And some of that time I've probably been actually playing for about a little less than 4 hours, and I've been like typing like a madman some notes so that I can kind of get started with this stream. So again, thank you for joining me. If you're watching me on the YouTube channel, please drop a comment in the comment section. If you're watching live on the Twitch, please jump down in the chat and tell me games that you'd like to see me stream from the Game Pass library, and I will add it to my queue of games to be streamed. All right, hydrate. Okay, so like, what is it? I would say in summary, it is an RPG. The game definitely grows on you with time, but like I said, it does take some patience to kind of get used to some of the systems. But if this is your kind of thing, I think there was a game called Royal Crown. It was kind of a side scroller like this too. A little bit of exaggeration on the characters, and you actually have 8 characters in your party at all times, which I think is, again, I don't play a lot of these, so I don't have a large breadth of experience to compare it to, but I don't think I've ever had access to 8 characters right from the beginning, but in your party at least. So make sure that you kind of follow along how some battles will work, and you can switch out party members like in battle. Yeah, definitely there's consumables that you pick up, there's equipment that you can add and change. So over to the right you can kind of see the things that you can change. The shield's empty, so you can change that. The only thing I wish would happen, and I don't know why, because these are all hand-drawn and very well hand-drawn, and kind of it's not stretch animation. I'm trying to think what type of animation it is. It's illustrated images being animated. I don't think any of these things are attached to like a 3D model, but the images are just sort of stretched and squished to kind of make it look like it's animated. But no accessories there. I'm just gonna go ahead and go through it. But like I said, I wish it would take this shield art and place it in the hands of the character. It does that, or it might happen like maybe when I check out, when I back out. It does that for the weapons though. You can see the weapons will change. I don't think that any of the like armor, you can see how she's wearing this armor, but that's obviously not the visual armor that she's wearing. So anyway, let's back out here. Yeah, I think it might be just the weapon that changes. All right, let's see if I've got anything that I can add onto him. So this one's gonna give me resistance. Okay, you can see Dagmar's HP, strength, magic, agility, accuracy, I think is accuracy, magic points, defense, magic defense, evade, and luck. And then elemental resistance, you can kind of see how that changes between the Hessian robe and the Mirian robe. But I do go up in defense, as you can kind of see it going up by 1. So I think I'll switch to this one. No other accessories. All right, I do have a circlet, but I might give that to one of the females just thematically. No shields. Let's give her the... Oh, maybe... Here, let's actually go back that to Dagmar. Who can wear this? Alright, so... She can wear that circlet, so I'll give it to her. So you can see in the bottom right, the icons for each character is showing me which character can actually utilize the different types of gear. So we're good there. Yeah, I highly recommend you come into this screen and just peruse through gear that you've collected or bought and make sure at least somebody's wearing it, as long as it benefits them. Might need to go to a store later. All right. So again, those are all the characters. Hopefully you picked up on some of their names as we were going. Ascension trees are essentially skill trees that you can spend SP on, and it might be skill points. I'm pretty sure it is. But you can kind of see it's broken up into things that maximize strength, defense, magic, all that good stuff. You can see how I have number of stat orbs available. Again, I'm looking at the bottom right, and stat orbs available will allow you to change the, if I go up to this one, see how it says star stat or stat star node. This node will increase max strength or defense or magic defense by 2. But I need, I can unlock this one. As you can see, I already have, but it does not have a stat orb. Like here, let me go over here. Actually, it does have a stat orb. I'm sorry. And I chose defense +2. But if I don't have any stat orbs, I can still unlock it with SP that's available. But if I don't have a stat orb, I won't be able to select that specific thing. So you can unlock and then maybe go down to another one to unlock it, but not use your stat orbs, if that makes sense. Again, I'm kind of running through a little bit of that, but again, there's all sorts of, and it seems to be kind of shaped based on the characters. Like I know that Umbre has, no, not Umbre. What's her name? Let's go back over here. So Caden, base job is Explorer, and you can kind of see how she has wings. So you can kind of see how the star cluster or constellation is kind of shaped like her. So anyway, each character has that, and I've kind of moved along through some of the skill trees, some of the abilities that the character currently has. You can kind of scroll through that. And quests, you can see I have 2 quests. Those are from NPCs that are kind of littered throughout the stages. We'll see a couple of those. If you go to guilds, you can get hunts. I've done this one hunt. You can see I've got a check mark in the this specific area because I've already gone. I've found this specific quarry and I've hunted it and I was successful. Jester is, for lack of a different description, it's Gwent in this game. So you're collecting tokens though, and it's based on area control. I might play a game to better. I'll definitely play a game. I have not unlocked Fedora, and I don't know what that's going to be about. Specific statuses. Journal, if you want to know about weapons, items, armors, helmets, shields, all sorts of extra kind of, I don't know, call it lore. Especially, I love this. I wish that they were animated though, because when you scan a character in a game with one of the character's abilities, you can kind of get what their weaknesses are. I do appreciate that they do have a bestiary though. I don't know whether or not you get this information when you scan them, but I'm pretty sure it's just when you meet up with a specific type of enemy, it will give you this information. Let's go to achievements. You can see how I've kind of unlocked a couple of simple ones. Just complete chapter 1. I'm sure if I complete chapter 2, I'll kind of unlock all this extra stuff, just to show that I've achieved that. Jobs, there's a ton of stuff. So you can see different abilities, support, increase, extra data there. Cutscenes, you can go back and watch all the cutscenes in the game. I really appreciate when a game does that, so you can go back and essentially just watch all the story. Maps, you can see I've unlocked 100% of Pesca Spring Sewers. I'll kind of show you how maps work. And then this is sort of lore, so tutorials. When you initially are introduced to these characters, they have this great, like, it's a full screen, the character's animated. It's still this, but I think the way it's presented, I wish you could go back and, you know, read some of the stuff that they have over here to the bottom right while the character's being animated. But there are other areas that let you see your characters being animated. Definitely in like this thing. But anyway, lots of stuff in the menu. I do enjoy that menu. Make sure you use those tutorials that we kind of looked at before when you need to find out certain things that you might have missed. Alright, so here's where we're talking about picking up different side quests. Sometimes you'll see an asterisk, or not an asterisk, but an exclamation point over the character's head, and maybe they have a side mission for you. Some of the characters are voice acted, some of them are not. What's this? The demigoddess Ulan deigns to visit her sage after 2 years without a word. Have you forgotten the importance of our lessons? Hello, sage. Oh, friend. I've forgotten, and I'm sorry for not coming for so long. I'd like to continue the training if you will agree to guide me again. All you must do is eliminate 10 noises to learn how to use your weapon. Alright, so a little small side quest, which you can go back in here, go to the quest, Shattered Bracelet, defeat 10 noises. So, in this particular area, I don't know if noises are noises are just sort of orbs that float around the world, and we'll go and show you that. One thing I do like, you can click into this map and go essentially teleport anywhere on this, so you don't have to run around. I wouldn't say it's aimless, but I needed to kill noises. I am playing on Xbox Series X, so maybe load times are a little bit faster for me than it would be on some of the other consoles. We are going to go to Pesca Springs. We're going to try to kill 10 noises. Run all the way over here to the right. Go down here. Now we are in the sewers. Now, noises are these things. I'm pretty sure these are noises. I'm not 100% sure. And this is just telling me that there are enemies right there. So that right there that I kind of shot out there is a zodiac ring. It can be used to trigger locks, or like, it's used to trigger things that can unlock locks. It can also freeze enemies where maybe you can get a preemptive strike.
Okay, it's on.
Doesn't always give you a preemptive strike. Alright, so
I'm up.
As you can see, I've got a group of 4 of my 8 characters. Down at the bottom of the screen is my attack. I can use abilities. I can use the guard. Focus gives me a focus point, which is at the top right, which you can make attacks stronger. I think it maxes out at a total of 5 that you can use at a time. Items, it's a standard kind of thing. We're using potions and items to resurrect fallen enemies. Now, switching characters. So you have 8 characters available to you. So if you have a character that's about to die, you can swap them out, and that is that character. I don't know if it's just the character, or it could be the entire team's action, and then it goes back over to the enemies. But I don't need that right now. And most of these enemies that are over here to the left are fairly low level, so they're going to be sort of easy fodder. So I'm going to go ahead and attack these. Now, each one of them has abilities, each of your characters. And again, these unlock as you go. And let's go with Force.
My turn.
Now, they're immune to specific things, and they are weak to certain things. They absorb certain things. They, I don't know if it's reflect or resist. I believe it is resist. I am going to do a haste on my Dagmar to give him some priority. All right, so I keep forgetting all their names, and you can't go into a pause menu here. But she does have a scan ability. Now, if you go over to, if you just know what they're weak to, and usually it's fire, I believe, with these guys. But we'll do a quick scan. I love this. Like, I wish this is how the bestiary was. Gave me a little animated character. in the menu. All right, so he's weak to fire, and I'm not 100% sure on what each icon means. That obviously comes with time, but I wish that there would be a cursor that could float around this screen and you could highlight over the icons and know what those icons are. But I'm gonna say that it's weak to fire and ice. It resists water and it absorbs, no, that might be ice. So fire and something else resist water, absorbs ice. So I'm gonna use fire with my guy here. All right, so we'll use fire. And see how to the left of these abilities, it just sort of has a standard icon. Why can't those icons be what was shown in the scan weakness table? Not 100% sure why, so we are going to use fire on this guy.
No way! I got this.
Alright, so... And I don't know whether or not the icon is supposed to be attached to that character. Again, I don't know what the icons to the left of the abilities really are. I wish it would be the...
Leave it to me.
I don't know what it is. Alright, we are going to slow slash. Which doesn't really... Again, these are low-level characters. Or low-level enemies right now. Just kind of giving you guys examples here. So like most RPGs, once you have the battle completed, you'll pick up loot, you'll pick up looms. Looms are currency that you spend. Character there has leveled up, you get experience, and then skill points that you can use in the Ascension Tree. So I bought quite a few items, and you want to be prepared. Some games you can actually go into, and the battles, you just do the standard attack and you'll be fine. And then as you get into harder enemies, then you start using your items and your... But this game was hard at the beginning, and I do not believe there is a difficulty setting in the game. Main settings, field, battle. Oh, okay, so there is difficulty. Very easy, hard. Okay. It's already hard enough. I usually try to make my playthroughs on the hardest difficulty, so I'll learn. But it took me 5 hours to get here, and I died a lot just with normal. But I still, in normal difficulty, have learned to use specific skills and my team. Side quest, display quest indicator. Yes. Field indicator. Enemies respawn in dungeon. Yes. Dungeon map display info. Enemies, boss. Yes. Treasure chest. Yes. I don't know exactly what that's for. Maybe I'll figure that out later. Alright, so map. If you press the... I don't know, like on the PlayStation, what that's called. We'll call it the select versus start button. I don't know why they gave them all silly names, but if you press the back button on the Xbox controller, you'll come to this main overworld. And I can go to any of these spots right now. I don't have to be standing. I do have to find the teleporter pad, but once I found it, I can go to it. I can go back to it at any time around the entire map, which is something I don't see all that often. Like even in Cyberpunk 2077, you can't just go to a... maybe you can. It's been... Disregard everything I just said. I may not be 100% on that. But yeah, you can go pretty much anywhere. So that's the overworld map. But then you also have a dungeon map that kind of shows you where the chests are, which I guess is that's what it was when I turned it on. Shows you where doors are, any connections as you move around. There is jumping, so there's some platforming there. You can see there's a chest right here that I've already unlocked. This was a puzzle. I accidentally solved it. Oh, there's a... I almost ran into him. That was close. So you can run into them and they'll just automatically fight. I'm not 100% sure on how I get the preemptive strike every time. It's just sort of random. I do wish this... See, I'm going to fight one simple fodder enemy. I'm going to get one swipe at him and he's dead. I wish these enemies, if the game knew... I don't know. I just feel like these, I wish were out in the actual world.
My turn.
Versus me having to go into this battle screen just to fight one simple cannon fodder enemy. I wish it would just be the enemy right there. Like put cannon fodder out here and then battles that are at least 2 or more.
Found something.
Alright, so this was the initial place that I found the Zodiac ring. And then I unlocked the ability to freeze, but I also got the ability to hit these switches right here to unlock doors and progress through the level. Alright, so I did have a quest, and this right here. So noises, I guess, are... No, I think noises are actually just enemies. So instead of calling them enemies, they call them noises. Alright, so we are currently at 5. Let's go kill some more enemies / noises and see if it counts up from 5. Alright,
Okay,
remember we were at
it's
5. Now there's
Leave
3
it to me.
here. These rats respawn, which I think is a cool
Wait.
little thing.
I got this.
Alright, so that should be 6.
Yeah. Let's see.
7.
My turn. Learned
8.
your lesson?
So now I should be at 8 of 10 noises if they're counting each individual. So I did get a token. Sometimes when you kill an enemy, you'll get a token that you can use later in Jester. So you can see how I have a number of each type of token. And you can see here, these are tokens that I have to use in a game. These are tokens that I have collected in the game but have lost because I did not win a game. And we'll go into Jester gameplay later. Alright, so back over to the quest. Yep, so each enemy is called a noise, I guess, in this game. Now, I don't know if noises are specific to this area. We'll call it the Fish People area. Harmonia, I believe, is where I'm at. Yeah, so I'm in Harmonia, sort of in the sewers of Pesca Springs near Harmonia. But I think Piscus is sort of the... I don't know. I'm not 100% on the lore. The lore is pretty cool, and I'll give you kind of a quick primer on that. So, you're a demigod. Your entire team are demigods. And these demigods sort of come from their respective races, and they live... I don't know, when they're designated a demigod, they then start living for 3 years, or demigods just live for 3 years. And the team is called the 333rd Demigods, led by, like, that's their team. They're led by this goddess named Una. I guess it's somebody that they pray to. But anyway, I'm spending a little too much time maybe explaining it, but the lore is pretty cool. It is a kind of a family thing. So maybe we'll be returning to all of our hometowns or home worlds or parts of the map and kind of having that. Oh, okay, so I finally got a preemptive strike. Again, I don't know how I get that. All right, so you have slowed. Did I just attack myself?
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Ready.
There are instances where the enemy can cause you to become confused and start attacking yourself, but that was just... Sometimes my Xbox controller, if I just flick the analog stick, it'll actually make it go back to what it was before. Sometimes, not all the time, but it has happened. Let's burn somebody. Pretty sure you're weak to it. Slow slash.
I got this.
Again, my hits are so strong right now.
Let's see. Like that. Great work.
Alright, so you do have... The game does a great job of healing while you're inside of a dungeon. So all of your health will gradually, fairly quickly, go back up to 100%. Now you can see that all my characters, Ulan was a little bit below 434, but that quickly filled up. Now your magic point, though, will only refresh or regenerate while you're in a city. Alright, so I think I've finished that quest, right? Defeat. Go back to all... Okay, so that mission is complete. So we can actually just from here go back to the Central Plaza, was it? Not sure exactly where it was. See if we can go there, right here. Alright. I completed it!
Hello.
Ooh, mate. Oh, awesome. Oh, I thought maybe I was going to get voiceover. It's sort of auto. Forgive him, Ulan. Orphan never learned his manners. It's fine. Orphan and I know each other. You have a good heart, demi-goddess. Here, Mr. Grouchy, the last activity report. Thank you for your service, demi-goddess. Now, the character that's... I don't know if anybody has ever played. I'm going to go kind of make sure I'm saying the game name right. I keep wanting to say Crown Royal. I don't know if that's... I think Crown Royal is a drink. But I'm trying to think... is it Royal Crown? Sort of another side-scroller illustration. Royal Crown game? What was that game called? No, there is a game called Royal Crown, but yeah, I forget what it's called. Anyway, this character to the farthest right reminds me of those kind of exaggerated anime-style characters. I got a new task for you. Thinking for some time, the number of hellhounds seems to be increasing at Blazing Fields. The Blazing Fields. Eliminate them for the safety of all. You got it. Alright, so new mission there. Let's go ahead and talk to Senna. Alasia. Now you can see, I like how sometimes the main character that you play as is Ulan. And Ulan is always the character you're moving around. I wish you could switch between them. I don't know why, or maybe that'll be a thing later. But I have 8 characters. Let me walk around as whoever I want to. I mean, they're a team, but I guess because Ulan is the leader, that's the only one that you get to move around. But you do, every once in a while, come up to NPCs that will speak to specific characters in your team, which I think kind of lends itself to having characters not be in the background all the time. Brings them to the forefront. Hope you managed to find the time to rest. I'm fine, thank you. I can't stop thinking about the state of the world. It's changed so quickly. And I mentioned before that each of the demigods lives for roughly 3 years. And they're at their last 3 months, I believe, of life when you start this game. I'm fine, thank you. I can't stop thinking about the state of the world. It's changed so quickly. That's why your role is so crucial. you will also have the chance to meet the Astrias. Astrias are sort of like your summoning, like summons in Final Fantasy. Just imagine Astrias. I dream of studying their power. Sorry, I'm getting carried away, but there are more important things than my curiosity. Could you do me a favor? Several people were wounded during the attack on Pesca Spring. Would you like to help them? They've lost everything. Of course, Senna. You never really get choices in dialogue or choices on quests. Quests are just given to you. You complete them if you want to. But you never get dialogue choices to direct the story in any specific direction. You can count on me and the other demigods. Alright, and then it switches back to Elan. So now our current quests that we have available is defeat hellhounds at the Blazing, steal the gardening tools from the Samaris in the Pesca Spring sewers. Alright, so there's a character that does steal, so we can go do that one. Talk to Nobi at the Harmonia Tower. Actually, that would probably be a little bit of an easier one. Not sure what the green little mark is to the right. Anyway, all right, let's go to, sorry, I forgot. Let's go talk to Nobi at the Harmonia Tower. So, Avalon Port, Harmonia Town. Now, there is something that I would like to show real quick while I'm thinking about it. Looking at this screen right here, what would you say is a shop? What would you say is a place where I can go to get specific items? Now, if you look, over time you'll learn this, and if you get time to just sit here and stare at it, maybe. Would you say the character to the right is a shop owner? Can I talk to that character? Sort of the green lizard guy. Would you say the character in the far background with the waving flag, maybe beckoning you to their sails? Would you say the character all the way to the left, the kind of burly, almost looks like Dagmar? Would you say that that is a shop owner? Would you say it's the banners swaying in the background that identifies a shop that you can go to? Now I'm going to run over here and see if you could pick up on some of the other stuff. So, is the character in the background, the ones with the wings, is that a store? And again, your eye's probably catching things that are moving. Is the character, the tiny guy that's kind of floating there, is that a shop owner? Is the character all the way to the far left a shop owner? Or, so, over time you will learn what is a shop and what is not. You will learn what characters you can interact with and what you can't. Obviously there are icons and I'll show you these, but sometimes it's not as apparent what is something you can interact with, because you can't walk into the foreground or walk into the background. And sometimes characters that are in the background are something you can interact with, but then there's characters that you can't. So usually if you line yourself up with the stores or the characters, you'll get an icon that says you can interact with them or enter those areas. So I can't talk to the character that's directly above in a straight line, the winged character. But if I move over here, you can see that this little icon, kind of animated arrow, is pointing me into the store. But this guy right here is not the shopkeeper, right? It's the person inside. But this guy is actually, you can interact with him, but he's not a shopkeeper. He might be, or he could just be standing here. I don't know. If you want to play Jester, the little icon at the top right of the dialogue, kind of ... says that he will play Jester with you. But you can go into stores like this. I do like that it's a separate kind of area that you walk into, so it's not just everything done from, like, if I stepped here and clicked enter, it would just go into a menu. But you can see this guy, he's not a shop owner. The shop owner is actually inside here, as long as you lean up. So this is a guild. Again, the guy in the far background is not an interactable. This guy right here is not a shop owner. You can just talk to him. the shop for weapons is actually, again, you have to line up right here. It's a little bit disorienting at times, especially when you're getting to know an area, but it's not like a big deal. It's just something I had noticed. And I think I'm going to lean towards banners that are kind of waving, but that's not always true because the guy in the background has a waving banner and he's not a shopkeeper. I know I'm rambling here. I'm just kind of getting my thoughts out there. Please jump down in the comment section into the chat. Let me know what you think. And we will continue here. All right. Let us try to progress the main story. Now I'm here with side quests. I'm not 100% sure how I progress the main quest. Now that I think about it. Because it goes to quests and side quests, but I want to know where to go for my main quest. I don't know if that's an indicator on the world map. Swamps. I guess maybe go to the swamps. Yeah, see, I don't know what my main... If I got like distracted in side quests, I don't know how I would get back into the main quest. And I think it's just continue to push towards maybe the question marks to unlock areas. That might be... Alright, so Astrias are summons, and there was an enemy that I fought that used to be here. It was a statue, and I now have him as an Astria that I can summon. Alright, a little bit more higher difficulty enemies. So I do have the possibility of dying here. Alright, so weaknesses, I've forgotten. And again, you can't go into your beastery, so you just have to learn them. I wish it would display over their head what they're weak to after I scan them.
Leave it to me.
Let's go with slow slash.
Ready.
Go with a scan. Alright, she's weak to lightning. So we'll use lightning from Dagmar. And I do believe they go from left to right order. But they don't always start at the far left. Sometimes they could start in the middle. Let's go with Nyx's lightning. So you can kind of see there very quickly it showed you, hey, an attack that you just did was weak. Alright. Moving forward. Now I want to... Yeah, I want to stay in the Pisces Temple. Or Piscus. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. There is a bit of a grind. So expect that. Alright, so we'll go ahead and show you Astrias. So this was an enemy that I fought before. And again, they're just like a character. They'll take damage, they'll die. Once they die, your whole team will come back. But you can almost use this as a, hey, let me knock down some of the enemy's health a little bit. But again, it's a 3 attacks to my 1 attack. So you better hit them hard. And it is a timing thing too, so if you can time it just right. This wasn't the best time to bring him out, but I'm just kind of showing you. They do have abilities, but they use FP. I'm not 100% sure where my... Oh, so focus points. I only have 1 focus point on the top right. Again, I can use those for regular attacks to make them stronger, or I can use them, obviously, for here. And his rolling mine thing was pissing me off because it attacks everything on screen, and he was kicking my butt. But eventually I just kind of leveled up my characters, came back, fought him, and was able to win. And then I guess I gathered him as an Astria. So I can't do any of those because I don't, so it was not the right time. So what I meant by timing is you want to bring these characters in whenever you have focus points. So I'm just going to go ahead and have him leave. I don't know if I can, I'm pretty sure I can bring him back, but we'll see. Alright, so I can bring him back. It takes 20% of my health away. But let's get some focus points first. I may end up killing these guys anyway. Alright, she's a healer. So I think I want to take her out. She heals herself and other teammates or enemies. Alright, I'm a little confused on what's her name. I wish I could go into my start menu. Let's go ahead and give her some health. I think these guys are weak to fire. Yeah, they are.
Leave it to me.
Alright, so I do have 3 up at the top right, but I think you always start with 1, and I think you lose them if you don't use them. Let's go with slow slash.
I got this.
Alright, he healed himself, that bastard. Alright, I'm going to do a scan real quick, because I'm pretty sure he's weak to fire, that's obvious, but I think he's weak to something else. Alright, he's also weak to lightning.
Thunder.
Learned your lesson?
Level up! Alright, so now that we have leveled up, let's go ahead and go into the Ascension Tree. And start with... Alright, so there are different jobs that you can get. So you can do your base job as a captain, but then you can do main job, sub job, support job. So you're not really locked into a specific job that only has these abilities. Like some games you'll go into and you have a party, but you don't have a specific way to attack, so the enemy that you're fighting is completely immune to everything that your party has, and you're kind of stuck. So you can give some diversity to your team abilities. Alright, so I have no stat orbs right now, so I'm just going to back out of this one. I don't have any to spend. But I don't always need stat orbs. So you can see its cost. So this one gives me a water blade. If I go over here, this gives me a ice blade, and my cost is SP 35. I have 69. Status is unlockable. You can come down here to some of these other ones. You can see how they're locked. And I think they just unlock as you kind of slowly go down the tree and get closer. Hero Blade deals physical and small amount of light elemental damage. Water Blade, Nyx Blade. Yeah, I guess I'll just give her some blade powers. Alright, so that one's unlocked. Don't have enough money there. Alright, so that's it for that character. Let's, who is this? Alright, this is my thief. Let's show trapped chests in the exploration. Increase max. I don't have a stat orb. Need a stat orb. Escape battle with 100% success. Just him or my whole team? Alright, we'll wait until we get a couple more points for him. I'm looking for things that I don't need stat orbs for. I don't think I have a lot. I need to acquire more stat orbs. And again, stat orbs let you kind of decide which direction you want to go, because this stat star node says you can increase max strength, defense, magic, or magic defense by 4, but without a stat orb you can't decide which direction that goes. But you might be able to just unlock this specific node so you can get to another node, if that makes sense. So you don't have to spend your stat orbs, you can just spend your skill points. Sorry, gotta go over here. Did I spend his? I already did Umbra. Yeah, definitely need stat orbs. You can get stat orbs. Transfer Cosmo Break bar to an ally's gauge. I haven't done Cosmo Breaks yet. I'm not sure how to describe a Cosmo Break. There's definitely a bar below the enemy, below each character that I haven't gained access to. Raise a target from KO with a small amount of HP. Oh, so now it's an ability that uses magic points versus me using a... Yeah, I like that. I've actually died quite a bit to actually want that. Restore a small amount of HP. Alright, so I could make this a healer. Unlockable. Okay, I'm zeroed out there. Stat orbs. Deals between 3 to 5 hits to random enemies. 3 to 5 hits? Oh, that's cool. Definitely get that one. It says 3 to 5 hits. Do each of those 3 to 5 hits give the same amount of damage? Like, I really like that. Attacking one enemy at a time is kind of slow. Alright, I think we are through every one. Yeah, alright. Yeah, again, I haven't done unlocked main jobs, or maybe that comes up with basic levels, or maybe I unlock other jobs as I go through the Ascension Tree. Again, we will play Jester before I end it. I might go for 2 hours in this game, because there's a lot to kind of look at and enjoy. So, yeah, I think we'll do a 2-hour stream today. Alright, let's check my map here real quick. Alright, there's a chest here. But I don't think I can jump up the height. I think there's a height challenge. Oh no, I'm here. There should be a chest over here. Oh no, it's already unlocked. Does it show that it's unlocked? Again, it's an interesting choice on how to do a map. I don't think I've ever seen this done before. It's very... I think it's oversimplified a bit. But maybe that's good. Over time, I'll get used to that. Alright, one more time. Alright, that goes to the swamps. There's a door right there that I haven't gone to, so let's go. Second door on the left.
Let's go wild. I'm up.
Alright, I'm going to try to bring my Astria in after I have 3 focus points on this one. So let's have her... let's just attack the healer right now.
Turn.
I don't know if I get focus points by being attacked, but I could also do this. I can add a focus point to... I think it just gives it a +1. I don't know if every character can do that to just build up my focus points.
Let's see.
Alright, let's... Yeah, I don't know what... Now do I have 3 focus points? I'm not 100% sure why it just doesn't add it to the main center number. Oh, fire. Oh, I'm out of... No, I'm not. Oh, I'm confused. So you can see down in the bottom right, each of the character icons, I've actually got a confused icon there. So I could remedy that. Now, I don't know whether or not the number, like, see how it has a 4 underneath the confused? I think 4 turns she's confused for. Actually, we could probably test that.
Yeah. Leave it to me. Hey. No
Ooh,
way.
nice critical hit.
Ready.
Alright, let's go do a... Alright, so you got Omni Potion, which is healing everybody. Yeah, you can see how my focus points went away. I think they're only like a limited use. Alright, you are weak to lightning.
I'm up.
So now I have 3. Again, I'm not solid on how to earn focus points right now.
Ha! My turn. Ta! Why? Ow! Ta! Leave it to me. Why? I got this.
A lot of misses.
Sober.
That might be accuracy that I need to work on.
Feeling good.
Level up. It looks like they might have done an update to the game. Before it would give me a level up, but it would just say level up. It wouldn't show me who it was that leveled up. And also, I'd be in this specific display, and instead of the characters holding their weapons, there would be this large, pink, flat, rectangular, like, glitch, like, completely covering up where the weapon would be, and it was large. It's kind of a weird bug. Alright, I gotta get kind of familiar with the icons here. I'm looking at the elemental resistance. So fire, earth, okay, I'm familiar with that. Alright, so light, physical is the shape of a person. Ice is ice. Air looks like poison. Dark is a dark. Lightning is lightning. Alright, I think the two that I'm going to get confused with, and it should come fairly quickly, is air and light. The fact that air is a green color is kind of weird. Why it's not just like a gray. Alright, so light is white, air. Okay, I think I can pretty much get it. And then the status effect. And again, it's also good to see that Caden has a weakness to fire, but she's immune to ice attacks. And she doesn't have any specific immunities. But you can see here where Alazia, I'll say Alazia, has an effect immunity to confuse. So that's confuse. Oh, mute. Okay, so mute is where I possibly cannot use... Actually, we could probably just go in here. Let's just go into the journal and check it out. Let's go to... tutorials, maybe? Help. That's where I want to be. Help. Alright, negative status effects. Alright, so mute prevents the target from casting spells. Okay. Doom looks like an alien man. Kills the target after 5 turns. Wow. Curse prevents the target's Cosmo Break gauge to fill. That's the bottom one, which I haven't gotten to Cosmo Breaks yet. Stun prevents the target from acting. Oof. Poison, okay. See, poison is purple. Okay, I could accept purple. Unfocus prevents the target from using focus and focus points. Ah, okay. Demoted prevents the target's support abilities from taking effect. Confuse. Alright, confuse I'm kind of familiar with because I've had my own teammates attack me. I think they'll either attack teammates, themselves, or the enemy. So sometimes it can be good. And they'll attack out of turn, so if they're attacking the enemy, that's actually almost like a free attack. Okay, again, all the stuff that you ever come across in the game are saved here under help, tutorials. So you can always come back, which I find extremely helpful. Not every game has that, but not every game ignores it either. So this team did not ignore it. Thank you very much. All right, so we are here at about an hour for the stream. So if you're lurking in the background, thank you very much for joining. Please give me a quick hello in the chat. Tell me a game that you would like to see streamed, and I will add it to my queue of games to be streamed, and it will be next. and I'll just add it to the top of the list. Otherwise, I go through these randomly from the Game Pass library, sometimes alphabetically. I think randomly is the best because sometimes you may have to wait to ever see any of the games, or the games might be pulled out of the Game Pass library and I'll never get to them if I stick to the alphabetical. But I have not decided exactly how I want to go that. I would prefer it be suggestions from viewers, and then hopefully viewers can come back when I stream the game. And hopefully I'm like in the early stages of the day's streams, because I'll stream multiple games sometimes. So hopefully it's something that you will join me on. Alright, so I need to go... Is this my second door? Alright, so it was the second door. And I don't have... I need to go to the door on the right. It doesn't look like I've been there yet. Oh, another thing. Your demigods can't swim. I have no idea why. I don't know if it does damage to the team. It doesn't seem to. But at least there's that. Alright, so a new area. Looks like connected by one door, so there's only one way out, but it does look like it's got a connector, so off to the left. So let's... Come on, preemptive strike. Yeah.
I'm up.
Alright, if I just had 3 focus points... You know what, I'm going to switch out one of my characters just so that you can see some of the other characters fight. Switch it out with you. I don't know if that's just that character's action or the whole team's action. Okay. Let's go with slow for her. She's sort of like the healer for the enemy side. I definitely need more abilities for her. Yeah, I need a better way of building focus points. I like to start the game, or start the fight with focus points. Alright, I forget what you're weak to. Everybody's usually weak to fire.
Leave it to me.
Alright, so they just added defense. Yeah, let's try multiple points. Wow, 20 magic points.
Yeah. Great work.
Nice. I like that attack. Alright, 338 XP, 3 points, chest. Oh, it's a trap chest.
Okay, it's on.
So there is an ability, there's a character. So I'm going to switch to one of my other characters.
No way. My turn.
Alright, so I'm going to switch to my thief, which is this guy right here. I'm going to switch it with... we can switch it with Umbra. Alright, so here's my thief. My thief can steal things, and I believe that's actually one of my current side quests. Let's... Small amount of neutral damage to a single target. Right, attack the healer.
Let's see.
She's gonna heal herself. Alright, so here's steal, or you can sometimes turn them into tokens. Let's actually see if we can transfer her into a token. Come on.
I'm up.
Darn it.
Ha! Leave it to me. Here.
I'm not sure what status I have to get an enemy in order to turn them into a token. I would like to figure that out. Alright, turn them into a token, or let's steal something.
What? I got this.
Really?
No way. My turn.
My steal ability is not
So what's inside?
very high. So you can see how I got a level up indication, and I think if it's multiple characters leveling up, then it'll just show me a general icon. But if it's only a specific character, then it'll give me their portrait, their mini portrait. I wish I could move the camera around, because sometimes if I'm up here, let's kind of see if we can get the camera. Anyway, I can't right now, but sometimes you can't see below you, and I wish you could maybe hold the analog sticks down so the character would crouch, so you could see what was below you. Sometimes you just don't know.
What could it be?
Alright, no new characters. I would like to get some, Oh! See how my 4 characters are now back to my original 4? You can actually change who you start with, and I'll try to address that if I can remember after this.
Leave it to me. Top.
Feel a sneeze coming on. Alright, let's do lightning, see if Alright, so she is weak to lightning. If I can remember that. She's kind of a water character, so I'm going to say that lightning is probably, since it's a conductor of electricity, she gets attacked throughout. Alright, so here, I'm going to actually summon. Alright, let's summon, because I have 3 focus points, and I want to do his rolling attack. This rolling attack I'm going to do right here was pissing me off for the longest time when I was fighting him, but I love the attack now that I have access to it.
I'm up.
All right, let's.
Yeah. My turn. Hey.
Haha. Ready. Test.
Ha-ha!
Yeah. Wonder what's
Trap chest?
inside.
Ooh, nope. Oh, I got some spending cash. All right, back to the map. Nothing there. Let's see what else I've got for areas to explore. We got something here. Not sure what that is, but we'll make our way there. Oh, fedora. Remember I was talking about I don't know what the fedora is, and it says ride fedora, and that's a teleporter. The teleporter right there. But is there anything else left in this area in the temple? I don't think I need to go to the swamps. All right, so fedora is that kind of a griffin style. It looks like a panther with wings. All right, I might be done in here. Make sure I'm going the right way. All right, let's go through this door. Let's go up to the top. Okay, so there is a door over to the far right. Have I unlocked this teleport pad? Okay. Teleport pad's over to the right. Okay, so I haven't unlocked the teleport pad. So now that this teleport pad is unlocked, I can come back to here at any time. So I have not been over this way yet. Oh, this might be a boss fight. So, before that ever happens, definitely save. Let's see here.
Let's fight.
Oh, she's like the queen of these.
No way.
Let's see what I can do here. Take out the little ones to begin with, I think. Oh no, not Umbra. Or Dagmar, what's his name? Alright, I almost feel like I have to heal already.
Leave it to me.
This one's gonna be hard with them all being
Yeah.
healers.
Let's see.
Alright, so that's one down. Let's see what she's weak to. 10,383. Alright, can't scan her right now. I wonder if she spawns more of these friendlies.
Ow. Why?
He's gone.
I'm up.
He's confused. Alright, let's see if I can
I'm
raise
back.
her.
I'm back. Phew. Thanks.
Let's slow her.
Ready. Ugh.
Oh, nice. Alright, so that's two down. I don't know if the main enemy here... What is her name? Mother Fauna? Mizufana. I don't know if Mother Fauna is... Mother Fana is gonna respawn enemies. Don't know what she's weak to. I'm gonna say still Nyx. But I need to kill some of these guys. Yeah, let's kill these guys. Ooh, ouch.
No way.
Don't kill her
I got-
again. Jeez. No. Over here. Raise.
I'm back. I'm
Need
back.
to use an Omni
Thanks.
on all of us. Omni potion.
Let's see.
And then...
Yes.
Alright. Now it's just her.
I'm up.
Does she have 9,000 damage to do? Okay, so I do have 3, so let's go ahead and bring him in. So it's a 1-for-1.
Enough. Lend us your strength.
Don't know how much damage he's going to do to her. I need to check to see what kind of immunities he has. Oh! She actually has an attack that heals him. No, this is perfect. So her attacks are all water-based, which actually heals this guy. So he's just going to sit here and pound her. That sounded bad. Every attack that she has right now is I'm immune to. This is perfect. Oh no, she cured? How much am I attacking you for? Like 300 per? Okay, at least She's just healing me. This is awesome. It's a slow kind of oh, she does spawn. Let's kill. Well, they're all just gonna heal me anyway. Uh-oh, this might be a bad thing. If they're just gonna Omni Cure. Alright, so let's bring my team back. I need to get multiple attacks and not just one for one.
I got this. Ha! My turn. Ta!
Ready.
Okay, now I can bring him back, but
Like that.
no. Oh, I'm out of magic points? Dagger. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be, especially when she brought back one of her assistants. Alright, let's see if I can bring him back.
Anan, lend us your strength.
Just don't bring back one of your helpers. Alright, I'm gonna maximize the hit. Yeah, once I go out of focus points, I can't use them anymore. Let's do... I think Angel Kiss revives the whole party. Yeah. Yeah, if you're just joining me, please jump down in the chat section, say hi so I know who's stopping by, and then also give me a suggestion of a game in the Game Pass library you would like to see streamed in the future, and I'll add it to my queue of games to be streamed here. Alright, so I'm fighting Mother Fauna. She's a water-based enemy, so I need to kill her.
Let's see.
Let's heal the team. Nick.
I'm up.
Let's cure.
Chin up. Phew. Thanks.
I think I need to do a Omni Ether. I should have bought some more Omni Ethers.
Ready.
That's my own fault.
Yes.
Thunder.
I got
Ouch. Alright, let's do one more Omni Potion.
Leave it to me.
Slow her down
Let's see.
slightly.
Thunder!
No way.
No water
I'm up.
damage. Let's go ahead and bring back my big guy.
Anan, lend us your strength.
And again, as long as she doesn't bring back one of her little mini minions, it's just a one attack against me. So let's... So we're in the 2000s now. I think she's building focus points so that she can bring back one of her minions. Not Omni-Cure. Let's just keep pummeling her. Alright, so now let's do one of those rolling mines. Oh, I missed. Oh, she's immune. No! That's not good. Alright, so let's do... Bring the team back. Do a
Ow.
possible cure. Nope, you're gonna be gone. Let's bring back my other team. Let's bring back the whole team. Alright, so we're gonna swap everybody out.
It's battle time.
Let's attack this. What did you do? Confused?
Let me
No! Alright, let's see what I got here. Are you
Light.
weak to arrow?
My turn now.
Good amount of damage. To poison. You immune to poison? No, you're
This
not.
ends now.
Let's do
Hiya.
Fire Blade. Ooh, nice. Critical. Can I...
I'm ready. Light.
I'll take you all on.
Almost got her.
This ends now.
Couple more hits.
Hiya.
Fire Blade.
Wonderful.
Nice. So I wonder now that I've beaten
Level
this
up.
stat orb, level up. Will I get to use her as a Astria now? Obtain the ring power. Power of water. I got a rare achievement. Water bearer. Obtain the water ring power. How is that rare? Everybody gets it. Congratulations, you acquired the power of the water ring. Ulan can now charge the water ring near water sources to transport water to a magic plate. Oh! That is why I can't swim. Is because it's part of an actual gameplay. Nice. To charge it, press R near the water source. Alright, so there's zodiac rings. I guess this is a water ring, I guess we'll call it. Do I swap between the two? Transporting water from a source to a plate is key to raise or decrease the water level in some places to unlock new paths. Now that you own more than one ring, you can switch between them using... Okay, cool. Wow, alright. Alright, so you can see in the top right, I've got, I guess this water raise thing. And then, Zodiac. Okay, so if I'm here, step over to the water. Oh. Do I interact with this? Do I charge the water? I'm not sure exactly how that works. So I'm pulling the trigger on it. Let's go ahead and go back to journal. Down to help. Now, if you want to see what you just recently were taught in your tutorial, go to help and press up, and it'll take you to the most recent one. Now that you own more than one ring, you can switch between them. Press to charge it, press right trigger near a water source. Transporting water from a source to a plate is key. Oh, okay, so I need to go pick water up and then... Okay, got it. Got it. Can I charge here? It's a water source. I have to probably jump up, and there's a crest or something up here. Alright, so here it is. Alright, so now it's charged. Now I fill it. Got it. Understand. You have fairly good control in the air of your character, which isn't always the case. Alright, so we got over to the right. Remember to switch back to the other type of ring. Oh, actually, an Astria, this character, this one of these enemies over there, is an Astria that you can get. Again, I don't know how to get Astrias, or if the game decides that. Let's slow haste that guy.
I'm up.
Let's do a force.
Ready. Like that.
Let's try
Thunder.
lightning, if you're weak to that. Alright, so you're
Leave
weak
it
to
to
lightning.
me. Ta! I got this.
Nice. Alright, let's do force. I'm not 100% sure what he's weak on. I think they're all sort of water-based,
Let's see.
so I'm thinking fire and electricity. I love this scan thing. Again, it's no different than some other games. Like a lot of the things that you see here, you've already seen in past games. I think they're executed very well, though. Kind of all brought together. So he's weak to earth. Okay. He resists lightning. So that's good to know. He absorbs wind. He's immune to mute and confused. I've killed 14 of them. I like that they track that. Maybe when I kill a certain amount of them is when I can capture them. I'm gonna have to go look at how that character turns enemies into tokens. What did he say he was immune to? Earth, right? So that's pollen. Alright, sweet. Alright, give me a quick second here, and I will be right back. Alright, and I am back. Come on, preemptive, preemptive, preemptive. Hydrate.
I'm up.
Let's bring in another character. Actually, I think I'll set my starting characters. Again, I keep forgetting to do that. Starting character, restart character, starting characters. Keep saying that to myself. Starting characters, starting characters.
Ready.
Starting characters. Starting characters, starting characters. Here we go. Alright. So, starting characters. Go to your party menu and you can go through here and you can bring these characters that are over here into the forefront when you start. So you can see at the top of each of these first 4 characters, there's sort of 4 pips or 4 possible locations that those characters can occupy. And that's just how the party formation is. So if I wanted to have Alec be part of the team, I could just bring him and replace him. So now he'll be a starting character. And I think I want to bring probably all 4 of these so they're a little more active for a while. Get used to using these a little bit more because I'm familiar with what these characters do. I need to be more familiar with what these characters do. And so each one of these icons that you do see here, I'm starting to realize are their job classes. So if we went back over to abilities, maybe Ascension Tree, yeah. All right, so Ascension Tree right now I have a base job as a scholar, and that icon is what you normally see when you're picking their abilities in the battle screen or the battle mode, or whenever you're in a battle you select your ability and then there's a little icon. That's what that is. All right, I'm just learning sort of that on my own. It might have been described earlier in the game. So see, right here, I don't know what's below me, and I can't see down. So I'm just sort of taking a leap of faith here. See, because that looks to me... I kind of go over here now. You can't tell what's below. I walked up here. I would not know what's down. So I don't know why right now I'm kind of rotating my right analog stick. Like, it doesn't have any input. That would be great for camera control. Or my character, I could crouch and sort of like I think Mario has done before in the past. If you hold down long enough, you'll be able to look down. I don't know why that's sort of not a thing. So I don't think it damages you if you fall into water. It just kind of respawns you. So you just kind of learn the area.
What could it be?
Water ore. That's what it is. Again, I think I'm still in the temple, right? All right, so I think my main mission right now is to clear out this temple. So that's my job. Oh, I just came from there. Remember when I was talking before about how shops are kind of hard to identify? Sometimes it's hard to identify when you come to a... Like, this is fairly clear, but there are points to where there's nothing on the right side, so you can't exit right. This one
Like the look of this
does have a fairly good representation of, okay, there's a tree here. But sometimes even that is just in the foreground, and you walk behind it. So it's not clear when you can't move to the right or left anymore. You'll definitely become more familiar as you kind of explore a dungeon, but it's not immediately like clear. All right, Mizufana.
Hey!
4 of them, so they're going to be healing each other.
Leave it to me. Ha! This ends now. Ho!
I feel like just sometimes regular attacks is all that I need. Alright, can I steal something
I'll
from
take
you?
this.
Nice.
Gah!
My turn.
Need some...
Why?
I'm ready.
Oh, not that character.
Like that.
This ends now. Yes.
Ha ha! What?
Oh. Maybe they have to be weak in order to have any
way.
chance of stealing from them.
Leave it to me.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Let me help. Light.
This ends now.
Does some good damage, but not weak. I wonder if ice.
Yeah.
Ice and water don't mix, right?
Ha ha!
I don't know if I... let's see if I can turn you into a token.
What?
I'm not sure what the requirements are
My
there.
turn. Yeah.
Absolute victory!
Absolute victory! Alright, I know I have some points to spend. Let's see where I'm at on the map here. So I've come through the door on the right, so I can go through this door. No. Oh, okay. I sometimes get a little disoriented, so if you look here, the character's portrait is in the middle of the map, but that's not where the character is at. It's where the character, when I say where the character's at, the character is currently on this portion of the map, not where they're at in that block or in that section, if that makes any sense. I know I'm standing at the door, but it always puts the character in the center of the map space, saying that you're in this space, but it doesn't say where you're at in that space, if that makes any sense. So I need to go back to this door, and then that will take me, so I know I'm standing at the middle door, but and it kind of looks like I'm standing at the middle door too, right? But it's just the icon is always centered on this space. So let's walk all the way over to the right of this space, to the door that's on the right. Again, I'm at the middle door. I'm gonna walk over to the right, and I think I have to maybe climb. Do I have to climb up? Oh, now I'm really confused. Okay, so I entered I entered into the door to the right, as you can see by the light shaft, whatever you want to call it. And I came from there, and then I came into the door that's on the far right. So that's even more of an example of, it's a little disorienting on this. So don't pay attention to where the portrait is at. The portrait is just to tell you where you're at here, so you don't get, I guess, too lost. But does that make any sense to anyone who's watching, or if I'm just making it more confusing, or just someone's probably saying, just play the game. All right, so that was the right door. Now there's a middle door, and then there's going to be a door to the far right. And what is this? What is this here? Ooh,
Found
puzzle.
something.
That's cool. There are puzzles in some of the areas. I'd say there's at least one puzzle in each main area. Not every map. Sorry, not every area has one, but every map usually has some type of puzzle. All right, so let's go through the middle door. Just see where that takes us. Let's go to the right first.
It's battle time.
It's battle time.
Ha ha!
Ha ha.
Like that?
I'm ready. Light.
Leave it to me. Peace.
That will do you no good.
This ends now.
Let's do
Hi-ya!
Fireblade.
Ha ha!
Alright, so I haven't used my focus points at the top right, and I'm just going to do that now. Let's see if I add 150% into turning him into a token, if that does anything.
What?
My turn.
Ah, what a waste.
Let me help.
It'd be nice if, like, you really want to have this character as a token, and you just increase the chances of that happening. I don't know. Maybe it's something in my Ascension Tree that will give me that ability.
Light.
Like
Or
that?
make the chances of turning something into a token more frequent. More level up.
We've got this.
Ooh, big guys. Let's try to take out the healer.
I'm ready.
Nice, so that was fast.
Light.
Dude, if you're weak.
Leave it to me.
Nope.
Hiya!
Ha ha!
Come on, let's turn him into a token, please. Turn him into a token. Turn him into a token. Come
What?
on.
My turn.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Let me help.
Nice. Man, they haven't even attacked yet. They're really slow.
Light.
This ends now. Hiya!
Ouch. Ah, I hit you so hard. I'm a huge, massive enemy. I'm a Mitis. Call me Mitis. I like to be called Mit, or Mitty, or Tis.
Like that?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Light.
Leave it to me.
I'm
Guarding.
just gonna guard and see if I can turn the guy into a token. I really want to turn him into a token. What was that? Was that a heal? I think some of the tree foliage up at the top is blocking some of the data. Alright, turn him into a token. Come on, turn him into a token. Turn him into a token.
What?
Let me help.
I'm gonna have to learn more about that.
My turn. Yeah.
None is
No
tough
fun
as
if
a
I can't turn
demigod.
things into tokens when I want to. Especially when they're not, like, extremely hard enemies. Should we go ahead and go to the Ascension Tree and level up? I got 180. I've got one stat orb. And that's amongst all of them. Max deviation. Luck. Yeah, so many stat orbs needed. Stat orbs, stat orbs. Maybe if I bought some stat orbs. Let's just give her some... Give her more blades. Water blade? Let's do Nyx blade. Transfer Cosmo Break bar to an ally's. Yeah, might as well unlock it. Show trapped chests. Stat orb needed. Increase max. Let's see what's over here. Increase max AGI or evade or accuracy or luck. Let's do that because I think it's based on luck that lets me turn things into a token. Maybe. I could be completely off on that assumption. 150. Need orbs. Locked, 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 locked. Locked, locked, lock, 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 lock. Unlockable Omni Fire. Deals a small amount of fire elemental damage. Yes, Omni. Heck yeah, Omni. We're definitely doing that one. Deals a small amount of ice. Oh, I like the Omni Ice. Omni Ice, Omni. Ooh, yes. Omni, absolutely. Mute Shield increases resistance to mute by 100%. Yes. I do not want to be muted. Yes, abso-freaking-lutely. Nice. Alright. Next. Don't have any more orbs. Don't have the ability. Okay. Ba-ba-bum, ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Okay. Oops, I think I went a little fast there. Lockable, needed. Deals physical damage to all targets. Yes. Unlockable, unlockable. A little low on SP. Can unlock any of these. Locked, locked, locked. Let's just check here just to be sure. I definitely need a stat orb. Checking one more time. Alright. And I already did this one, right? Oh, I've got a good amount of points here to spend. Stat orb, stat orb, stat orbs. Stat orb, stat orb, stat orb. I hate the stat orbs being locked. At 180 skill points available, but everything needs a stat orb. Except for some of these down here, but I don't have them unlocked. Stat orb, stat orb. Alright, so let's wonder if I unlock this one, will it give me access to this one? Yes, alright, so raise a single target. Alright, unlock that one. It gives me 75. Have access to this. Alright. Alright, cool. We'll call that good. Alright, we'll play for about 10 more minutes, and I think what I will do, I'd like to be able to find a teleport pad somewhere. 'Cause I've made it so far into here, I'd hate to have to go all the way back. Let's see here.
We've got this.
Ha ha! Hey!
Leave it to me.
I'm ready. Light.
Ouch.
Missed me.
Big slap.
Ha ha! Curse!
Let me help. Yeah.
No, attack the...
Tough.
Everybody attack the same
This ends
enemy.
now. Yes.
Yes, he's healing, but I don't know for how much because the foliage at the top is blocking.
Hey!
Leave it to me.
I'm ready.
I have a lot to learn about combat
This
still,
ends
so
now.
I'm not great at it.
Ha ha!
Come on, turn him into a coin. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Let's try to steal something.
What?
Let me help.
Ah,
All yours. Here we go.
My turn. Here! This ends now. Yes!
Nailed it.
nailed it. All right, steal.
What?
I'm ready.
Pathetic.
Yay.
Leave it to me.
Your thief skills are junk.
Yeah! I knew we'd win.
Oh well. No, you didn't. You thought you were gonna die. I got a nice remedy there. I need a teleport. I need a transporter. Teleporter, transporter.
We've got this.
Yeah, this one's gonna be easy.
Right there.
And I'd like to
Let me
turn
help. Taste
enemies
it.
into
My turn. Hey! Why?
tokens.
This ends now.
No, don't heal.
Ha ha!
Alright, steal.
What?
Pathetic.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you're not very good at it.
Leave it to me. Yeah. This
Almost a
ends
waste
now.
of an action to
Yeah.
try and
Don't
turn them
underestimate
into
us.
tokens or steal from them. Achievement complete. Agile pickpocket. Unmoved. A couple of achievements. Novice fighter achievement completed. No idea what any of that means right now. Am I going back the other way I came? Let's see where I need to go here. All right, so I did not go through the far left door, so I need to go back there. So I need to go through that door. Okay, so let's go through this door. That'll take me over to the 3 doors. At least it should. It should.
It's battle time.
Should be a pushover.
Like that.
My turn. Hey!
Let me help.
Yes.
Ha ha! What?
I'm ready. Taste this.
Your his abilities are, he's kind of a throwaway
Level
right
up.
now. I haven't learned to use him. That's my own fault, but it's like, man. All right, we're going to the far right door. All right, let's hope that there is a teleporter here. Oh, there's one of those Astrias in the background. Oh, good. That was one. Sweet. All right, perfect. Now I can go into here, and I can go to the prayer room,
Found something.
which should be this space I'm at right now. Sweet. Okay, we're gonna go back to the tower. We'll go to the marketplace. I'm just gonna show you real quick a game of Jester. I'm gonna lose because I don't have a great deck of tokens, but I'll try to show it to you. I think I've already talked to that. All right, let's play Jester. Again, I'm gonna lose horribly. All right, so he's a 3 difficulty. You know what? I'm just gonna resign. I'm gonna lose all my tokens. Let's see what his level is. He's a 2-star, so I'm gonna back out of that. Let's see if we can find a 1-star easy game here. See, there's another one. So, all right. If I was to walk over here, would you say that I could exit to the right? The answer is yes. There's kind of a lighting there. It looks like a door. I can go through it. Now, this one is not as apparent. If I stood over here and walked over, like, I cannot tell that I can exit left visually. I'm testing it and I know that I can because I've done it before, but it is not immediately apparent. There should be sort of a nice shaft of light coming through there so that I can immediately identify it as an exit left. So if I go over here to the right, can I exit to the right? It's not much different than my exit to the left. All that it is there's a cart standing there, but it looks like I can, but I'm not 100% sure. I could go into my map, you'd think, right? But they don't have maps for this area. You just have to become familiar with it. So it's not, like I said, it's not a big thing. I know I can exit left here now. I don't know if I can exit right, so I'm going to try. And I can, but there's no clear indication. Like, there should be a much clearer way of identifying that. All right, so she's a card player. They say Jester was inspired by a legendary old game. They used cards on a 3x3 grid instead of tokens. I guess whoever invented Jester was a big fan of it. Great. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Be a low-level player, please. No. No! Be a low-level player, please. I just need to play a level 1. No, a level 1. I'm still learning. All you guys are stealing my cards anyway. Okay. Do you think I can exit to the right or not? You decide. 3, 2, 1. Nope. But see, it doesn't. This one tells me it should be an exit to the right. It's got this nice, bright, open. It's very open. It just, I should be able to exit right based on what I see. All right, let's see if there's a... I'd like to be able to buy tokens. Can I buy tokens? Yeah, see, I should be able to exit right and go upstairs to the second level. I don't know. It's not a huge deal. It just seems it's peeving me. Where is Lid? Other Migmies. No, serious. I only work. You're gonna sell me something? I count money. I like money. Give me looms. Are you a store? Why am I here? There might be something that happens in here later. I know it said it's a house, but I know you have a mission for me. I wish I could walk into the background. I wish this was more of an explorable area. It wasn't just a left-right. It's great. It's a great world that they've built here, but... Alright, I'm just going to go into it. We're at 2 hours now. I'm just going to play and lose all my... Actually, you know what I can do? Is I'll save here and then not lose everything. Alright, so let's lose to a game of Jester. Alright, so the rules of the game is something that you have to pay attention to for Jester. And again, I'm not going to end it right after this. I'm going to kind of go over some of the things that, give a summary of my initial thoughts. But what you have to be very cautious of for Jester, and this game is a gentle distraction. Like it's not overly complicated, but it can give you enough of a challenge. And we already know that like NPCs that you can interact with and play Jester will have that icon just above their head, right next to like the dialogue option. And it'll also have at the bottom of the screen, like, do you want to play a game of Jester? So you have to be careful, like I said before, of the base game and the trade rule. So the rules of the game are open. So tokens are visible. Each player can see the other player's deck. Trade rules 1. The winner will choose 1 token from all tokens the other player used during the game. So there's different rules. So we have an open game here. There's also hidden, random, and lock. Like, it's obviously open, you can see everything. Hidden, you can't see everything. Random, it's a random token pick. But you'll kind of see how I'm able to select my deck from the collection that I've found. Lock will kind of show you're able to rotate the sides of the token so that you can use it to your advantage. And then there's a preemptive strike mode to where the opposing player, like right now Kendria is an apprentice. I'm going to lose to her horribly. She's probably got a really nice collection of tokens. But preemptive strike would be the opponent attacking first. Now, there's a trade rule that you have to really be cautious of. Right now I have a trade rule of 1, so Kindria is going to be able to randomly select a token out of my collection that I've chosen to play in the game. Not over my entire collection, but the tokens that I've chosen to come into the game. And then there's all. Winner takes all. Like if every token that you've chosen to come into the game with will be taken by the winner. And then there's flipped. Now any token that it gets flipped to their color, they get to take with them if they are the winner. So we'll jump into a game here. I'm going to lose. Here's my selection. I can have 5, and I have a couple more than I... this is actually a pretty good one. So we're definitely taking that one. We'll take one of those. You can see how I have 2 of these. We're going to take a rat, and we'll take one of those. All right, so now I have a full deck of cards. Oh, wait, not yet. I've only selected 4. Okay, so when selecting them, so look at a specific token. We'll stop at the top. We'll start at the top with the Mother Bay, or Mother Abe, whatever. The very top one that has a 4 number. That's its overall strength, and then you can see on it's a hexagon shape, and on one of the 3 sides to the right you have a W. That means it's weak on that side. The N is a neutral or a nullify, and you'll kind of see how that works. Again, I'm not great at this game, but you'll kind of get a basic idea of how things work. So token selection, randomly selected start tokens, they'll go at each other. I should win this one, and why did I lose that one? I have no idea. I have no idea why I lost that one. Again, I'm still learning this game. So I think it was because we were both weak, and I think it minuses. There is a rule that you can go back into the journal, and maybe we'll give a quick look at that when we leave here. All right, so trying to see one that I'm neutral in, but he's weak. Okay, so I don't even know. So let's take this one. I have no idea actually what's going to happen here. I think if we are both weak, it minuses 2, but because it's tied, possibly... yeah, I don't know. Weak. Yeah, I don't have a strong hand at all anymore. So I'm probably going to lose this. I'm probably going to lose everything. Neutral. Pretty much everything else that I have is weak. So I'm pretty much out of luck here. I'll put this one over here. Yeah, she has a great hand. She has some very powerful abilities. She has some that are resistant, neutral, nullify. She has more options than I do. There's no way I'm going to win this one, but you can get sort of a basic idea. So now it's 3-3. Now it's 2-5. She's the winner. She's going to take one of my tokens. She's decided to take my most powerful token, of course. But that's the basics of the game. I'm not great at it. I don't like it right now, and it's probably because I don't understand the rules. It was not an interesting game at all. If I could taunt you or throw a gesture at you, I would. But if I go over here, go into the journal, go to the help, and then I think it's based on when you receive the training and not, which I wish it was, it's not alphabetical. So Jester, all right, how to play. Jester is played with 7-slot hexagonal grid. Each opponent selects 5 tokens to play the game. At the start of the game, 1 token from each player is randomly picked, 1 will be discarded, and 1 will be placed at the center of the board. 1 token from each player is randomly picked, 1 will be discarded, and 1 will be placed at the center of the board. That's very interesting. I don't know how they decide. So it says at the start of the game, 1 token from each player is randomly picked. Okay? 1 will be discarded and 1 will be placed in the center of the board. How is that decided? I don't know. We already talked about the trade rules. Wow, sorry. Did I go left or right? All right, there we go. So, oh, also be aware that some of the journal and the help have more pages for that specific thing. So you'll see whenever the arrows, let me see if I can get something here. All right, so look at the two arrows to the left and right of the text underneath the image that's sort of animated there. So the trade rule, you can see, has when winning a game, the winner can take some of his opponent's tokens. Now, if we go down to the next line, the number, all right, to the left of the word "the," there's an arrow. Can you see that arrow? And then you continue the line, the number that can be taken is not always the same. It depends on, if you're following along with me. Now look at the word "on," and to the right of that is another small arrow. I'm trying to direct your attention so you're kind of watching as I do this. Now watch the arrow to the right of the word "on" go black. All right, you focused on that? You can kind of see how it's going black. That means there's more pages to this specific journal help page. So 7-slot hexagonal grid, 5 tokens. Now I'm sliding to the right to get a little bit more information. The goal is to flip your opponent's token using one of your tokens. To flip a token, the value of the attacking token at the center of the token must be higher than the opponent's token. The value is not the only parameter to keep in mind. In fact, each token can have its value modified depending on the angle of the attack, and that's where we rotate the token. All right, so this is what I need to become a little bit more familiar with. All right, so neutral, the token value stays the same. Weak, the token value gets a malus, or a minus, I guess, of 2. Resist, the token value gets a bonus of 2. Nullify, the token nullifies the attack on this side and cannot be flipped. Interesting. So it's a guard essentially. Absorb, the token absorbs the attack on this side, and the opponent's is flipped. Interesting. So it seems like nullify and absorb are the more powerful of your options. When playing Jester, attacking on the right side is as important as repairing your defense for the next turn. That is why you can rotate your token using the left and right, which we did. These are the different types of rules. We already went over those. And we also went over trade rules. So now you're kind of familiar with how the game is played. I know that was sort of a long-winded, very quick, possibly not clear, but, oh, sorry. Want to become famous? Buy followers and viewers on, okay. No thanks. Yeah, I get every once in a while, I'll get these random, hey, come over here and spend money with us, but I'm not going to spend money on that kind of a thing, so no thanks. Yeah, so there it is. I think that I've gotten to a point where I'm comfortable playing and willing to continue to return. Again, these aren't necessarily my style of games, but because of the Game Pass, I've really been able to kind of flesh out and see some other style of games that I wouldn't generally spend any energy or money on. But I enjoy the lore. There's a lot to learn there. There's definitely loot to be found. The combat I'm getting really comfortable with. Again, I'm still amateur, but I'm learning the systems, so that's a really cool thing. We kind of talked about some of the, actually we didn't talk about these things. I'm kind of confused why the enemy groups are represented by noise. I think it's just an easy way for the characters to kind of move around to space and not have to animate too much. We already kind of talked about you can kind of become completely lost sometimes with the way the map and the areas are laid out. I do enjoy the menus. Like, these menus are nice and crisp and clean and getting the information that you need. I think these are very, very well laid out. I haven't unlocked Fedora, so that's something that you guys can figure out on your own, but I do like that. I love the art direction, and that lends itself here to the menus as well. I love, love, love that you can essentially teleport anywhere. Go to the world map, I can teleport anywhere. And I imagine that I'm going to go to these other areas and explore, and I can just move around fairly easily. It feels very open. The animations for the characters, I kind of like that style. Again, I don't know how to describe how these characters are currently being animated. It's just sort of it's an illustration animation style, and I'm not sure exactly how that works, but it's very, very well done here. Yeah, I'm impressed. Like, the amount of attention they gave to these animations is top notch. I wish you could collect more characters, though. I don't know if these are the 8 that I'm always going to be, I don't want to say stuck with. They're good characters. They're fairly well balanced in their styles. And I'm looking forward to seeing their stories. So there are puzzles in the game. You kind of saw one of those earlier. So my overall feelings, I think the story kind of starts off a little lacking, and sort of the relevance doesn't quite kick in until later. And I think if you watch the history of this game, like I talked about from Final Fantasy Union, and then maybe the animated trailer, an introduction for this game, that might get you started. I think that would be a good place to start, so you come in with a little bit of background. But give the game time. Like, I've been playing it now for 7 hours and 32 minutes, and some of that has just been me sitting down and taking notes. So don't think that it's going to take you that long, and you might be a player that really enjoys these games and picks up on them much faster than I do, so don't kind of take my initial impressions from my perspective as any kind of review for the game. The combat starts really simple, and it's using a proven style, like turn-based combat, using specific weaknesses and strengths to have a stronger attack. I do like the Astrias, though, being able to summon, but that's something we've all seen in other games as well. But I like the implementation of it. The execution of proven styles here is well done. The attack option is sort of a common overused ability, I think. And what I mean by that is just basic attacks. It's kind of easy to slide into that, but don't. Like, focus on some of the abilities, and I think that's what can be missed a lot in some of these styles of games, is just, I just want to hit the attack. I don't even have to worry about some of the other abilities or using items. I think this game does a really good job, even on the normal difficulty settings, to getting the player to use abilities and items. Don't forget your party can be re-inventoried, or sorry, the priority for who is in the formation at the start of a battle can be adjusted. So come to the screen and adjust your party so that you can go into battles in specific areas that you're going to fight specific type of enemies, and put them at the forefront. But even in a battle, I think it's really cool that you can switch between any of these characters on the fly. There are instances on the story, and I'm kind of going back to that, where the scale feels a little small. Like, you'll go to sort of the home area of Echo, this character right here. And you'll go to the King and Queen location, and I think that is out here. Let's go to the world map. I believe it is over here at Pisces or Pesquis. I'm not 100% sure on that one, so I apologize. But you'll go here, and it's fallen apart, and you want the... Let's see if I can actually get there. Let me go there. Go to the... I think it might be the entrance. Materia. Let's go back out. Batera. Alright, so this area has fallen on hard times, and they're rebuilding it. You'll come up to this, like, there'll be an area here, and whenever you come into like story specific like cutscenes, actually let me just go to it. I keep talking about it, but you do have a journal here. You can go to cutscenes, and let's go to the one that I want to do here. All right, so this one right here, the incident. Now they'll talk about, and this is where
found
the
them.
audio
The king and queen
is
are here
actually
too.
voice acted, which I think is pretty cool.
That's a relief.
So they'll talk about the king and the queen, and they'll say,
Echo,
"We're going to
and you've
rebuild
brought
Hysteria,"
the other demigods
and there is
too.
this awkward clap. Not everybody even claps, and not even the
You
citizens
came to
look
help
motivated.
Vetira in its time of need.
Vitira.
Well,
King of the Pesca. I am Ulan, representative of the 333rd demigods. We've come at the behests of Harmony's goddess, you know. What happened here?
I must address my subjects first.
This address, my subjects, is really
Fellow Pescas,
not
let us
motivating
leave
at all.
This incident to the demigods and focus on the reconstruction of our town.
we shall not be defeated, my fellow Pescas. By my scales, I believe this.
They all look so depressed.
Let us rebuild Vetira.
Now,
We
watch.
shall make
Watch
our
this.
town more beautiful and
Watch how many
harmonious than
people
ever
get
before.
motivated and excited about this. None of the citizens and just a couple of us. And the clap is it is so awkward. That's like, that wasn't motivating at all. I don't know. I mean, hopefully the scale of it and the grandness of it kind of rises up. I really want that to happen. And it's not quite there. I'm getting there on my own, but the buy-in I don't quite have yet. Thank you very much. I appreciate you stopping by and watching the live stream. I appreciate those that are watching the replay on YouTube. So please jump down in the comment section, hit the like, hit the subscribe, go over to Twitch and follow so that you know when I go live with these Game Pass library games, and jump down in the chat. Tell me a game that you'd like to see me stream. Drop it down in the comment section in YouTube. Tell me a game in the Game Pass library you'd like to see streamed next, and I will add it to my queue of games to be streamed. And right now I'm just going in random order, alphabetical order. Just an interest in the way the games might come, like Back 4 Blood is out there. So yeah, I'd really like to stream a game that you suggest, and I hope to see you on the next stream. All right, thank you very much. Goodbye.